and 90.1 WECS. Hello. I'm just checking to make sure everything's recording. We got the video recording and we got the audio recording. Hi. Hello. Welcome to another edition of Something Different. And I've got a special guest down here today, Bekka Dowland. Hello, Bekka.
Hi. How are you?
Oh, phew. It's always so chaotic going from one show to the next.
I'm sure.
Okay. Especially when you lose your notes and you don't have any interview questions.
It's fine. We're just going to wing it.
We're going to wing it. So it's great to have you down here at the show.
Thank you.
I haven't seen you since like August of 24, I think.
I think that was it. At the
New Music Alliance Open Stage Showcase. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, thank you for having me. I told you before we started, this is my first in-person radio show. So this is just a treat for me.
You came to the right place. You definitely came to the right place.
Very excited.
I've only been doing this for let me see, I've been doing this for 35 years now.
Okay.
Arthur's been here longer than me.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. But anyhow, so you're an up-and-coming artist. I hate to put you in a box, but
that's okay.
Everybody is asking. They're like dying. They heard that I have somebody coming down to the studio today, and they're all thinking, "Oh, so what kind of artist is she?"
Well, I'm a country artist. Definitely lean on the country pop side, so think of your Shania, your Faith Hill, your Kelsey Ballerinis in modern country. I grew up on 90s country, so a lot of my songwriting is definitely tailored more to the traditional style. But I mean, hey, if that's the box I'm put in, I'm not mad about it.
No, it shouldn't be. So yeah, I think that was one of my questions. I can picture you growing up on Faith Hill and Tim McGraw.
Oh, I do love Tim McGraw. I have, oh my gosh, I don't even know what CD it is, but I played it so many times and it went between my car and a drawer so many times that there's a giant crack in the center of it because I played it so many times. I can't tell you what the title of that album is right now, but I did play that one a lot. Whatever one has the song When the Stars Go Blue. I love that Tim McGraw song so much. I don't know why, but that's one of my favorites. Grew up on George Strait, of course, King George, Alan Jackson. He's probably my top. A lot of Kenny Chesney, the band Alabama. It's my mom's favorite, so I grew up on a lot of that too. So just the strict era of 90s country, which is my favorite, and I think it's the best, but I'm biased.
I tend to say that the 90s music is the best too, but not that stuff. But that's okay. We can all have different likes and different tastes.
Exactly.
So yeah, and is Taylor Swift a big part of your later life too?
How did you know? Did I give it away?
It's just, I mean, listening to all your music, I got to say, first of all, all your music sounds so perfect for radio, for commercial radio.
Thank you
sounds
so much.
well produced and well written and performed. It's just, you're like a natural star.
Wow.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of people who have the talent. You got to get recognized too.
You do. And, today is very different than what it was. I like to think of it as the new machine instead of the old machine. The old machine was you're making a demo, you're knocking on the doors of the record labels, and you're just hoping somebody wants you or listens to the demo and calls you. That's not like that anymore. Now people are well, who's the hottest star on TikTok, And it's all about content and how many followers do you have, and are people interested in you outside of the music? Now people want to know about you as a person, which is great, but I'm such an old soul that honestly, if I didn't have to have any social media, I wouldn't, which I know is everyone's well, what do you mean? It's so easy now. I'm it is, but it's not. I am such a traditional old school at heart, so I kind of wish I could just go knock on doors and be here's my music, do you like it? Yeah. But it's just not like that anymore, and it's okay. You have to adapt. I mean, there's definitely upsides to it. I mean, I have honestly found a lot of newer country artists just from TikTok, and I love their stuff, what they're putting out. And I'm like, this is crazy that it's like you can just open an app now, and it's like there's so many talented people on there.
Yeah, it's a dual-edged sword.
Yes, I agree.
Without a doubt.
I agree.
I try to stay off it as much as possible, but yeah, it's got its advantages and its uses.
I mean, that's what the schedule button is for. That's like my best friend. You just schedule it out, and then it's like, oh, I didn't log in today, but like 3 posts went up, and I don't have to worry about it.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Perfect. Yeah, it's awesome. I highly recommend any artist or any just person in that world. The schedule button is your best friend.
I'll have to remember that for work, because I have to start doing stuff at work on social media. I'm like, really? Do I have to?
I got you. Happy to help.
Schedule button. Ooh.
Yeah, it's perfect.
You know what? Let's hear some of your music.
Sure. I'd love to.
We'll talk more about the upcoming. What do you want to start off with?
I am going to play you on the radio, which you have been so generous to play on the New Music Alliance Hour. So I wanted to bring it here. It's the first song I ever put out, and I don't know. It's just special in its own way.
It's an awesome song, without a doubt. And I'm sure we'll get eventually to the one that's on your hat.
Absolutely.
Be a little kinder.
Oh, of course. I wasn't going to show up and not play that one for you.
Save that for the last one.
Of course. You get it.
Got to build up the momentum, suspense, yeah.
Yeah, you get it.
So we've got Bekka Dowland here from Westfield, Massachusetts, and performing here on Something Different. And we'll give her a second to. We didn't test the mics like we said we were going to in advance.
We did not. Like I said, we're just winging the whole thing.
We were getting too chatty.
What do you think? You hear the guitar? A little bit more, a little lower?
I'm going to pull in this other one, too.
There we go.
Just for the heck of it.
It's all about winging it. That's what I say.
That sounds good, yep.
Okay, perfect. All right, this is on the radio. All my friends think I'm crazy, 'cause I'm waiting for the right guy. Might be pushing daisies before I find my match. Maybe I'm too picky, 'cause it's way too hard. Maybe it'll just hit me, but I don't know about that. I've got time, but I can feel the window slowly closing, coming to my arms while my arms are still wide open, yeah. Wanna love I could sing about, think about you no matter where we go. I wanna love, I would make it work, see the road we can take it slow. The ups and the downs and the all around. The gray when it's good, I'll be scraping the town for the love. The type of love that they sing about on the radio. The type of love that they sing about on the radio. Yeah. All my friends think I'm foolish, 'cause I push them away. Yeah, I might be stupid, that's what they say. Maybe it'll be worth it once I'm wrapped in his arms. Yeah, I'm ready to do this, I can't wait no more. I've got time, but I can feel the window slowly closing, coming to my arms while my arms are still wide open, yeah. Wanna love I could sing about, think about you no matter where we go. I wanna love, I would make it work, see the road we can take it slow. The ups and the downs and the all around. The gray when it's good, I'll be scraping the town for the love. The type of love that they sing about on the radio. I've got time, but I can feel the window slowly closing, coming to my arms while my arms are still wide open, yeah. Wanna love I could sing about, think about you no matter where we go. I wanna love, I would make it work, see the road we can take it slow. The ups and the downs and the all around. The gray when it's good, I'll be scraping the town for the love. type of love that they sing about on the radio. The type of love that they sing about on the radio. The type of love that they sing about on the radio. The type of love that they sing about on the radio. Thank you, thank you.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, that's so. I gotta say, I feel addicted to like sugar. It's so sweet.
You know what? I like that. Yeah, Valentine's Day is coming up, so that's a perfect description for anything right now.
All right, we got to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Bekka Dowland right here at 90.1 WECS.
Hi, this is Paul and Diane with Acousticool, one-of-a-kind live music in Bristol, Connecticut.
And you're listening to Something Different with Mark E. Ramone.
But it's cool, and we're cool, and everything's cool.
And Bekka Dowland is cool as well here at 90.1 WECS. Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay. Whew.
We're good?
I get so paranoid that there's been times when I forgot to hit the record button.
Listen, being a one-man band is tough.
It is. I need a student intern, and you would think this would be they'd be like knocking down the doors, but no.
Come on, guys. You heard it here first. He needs a student.
You know, I was thinking while you're performing that song, which is amazing on the radio, how appropriate to be singing that today.
Right?
Gosh.
Sometimes I've got ideas.
It just hit me. Do you do a lot of open mics? We were talking earlier off the air about you working hard and trying to do everything you can to fulfill your love of this music.
Yes.
And
So I started at an open mic in Southwick, and from there I kind of just have a go big or go home kind of attitude. So I cold email like everywhere, anywhere that I've ever played. It's just me, this girl from Westfield, Mass, emailing these people like, hi, this is the kind of music I play. This is the kind of music I write. Here's like a performance video. And I've been fortunate enough to have press on some of my, previous music. So I'm like, here's like a press release. So like, I'm kind of relevant if you want to have me at your venue. And then, either people answer my emails or they don't. But that's honestly how I've gotten like pretty much any gig that I've done over the past year is just me putting myself out there and being like, hey, like, hi, I make music. Do you want to hear it?
I think maybe you're too good for open mics. I don't know.
Thank you.
I think you're like that next level.
Thank you.
I don't know. But I'll trying to think of like that's a great way these days is just to pound the ground and get out to the open mics. Not just to pull in new listeners, but also to network with other artists.
Oh yeah, I just did a writers round in Whitensville, Mass.
Oh yeah.
Like out there, and 4 guys I've never met before. They were awesome, and everybody had like their own strengths. So it was just completely 4 different artists that you were watching in this showcase, and it was so fun. It was done in like a Nashville style, so like we went down the line and like back, and like that was so fun. And I've never done anything like that up here. So the fact that was here, and I got to connect with people I've never met before that live in the same state, I'm like, this is really cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
And we were talking. You watched Ryan. Ryan, not Calkins?
Yes,
Calkins,
him.
yeah.
Yes, I watched his interview.
He was down here, and I think he's from that area, or maybe was he the one from Keene, New Hampshire? Maybe
I don't know.
Or
maybe Central Mass.
But yeah,
I'm not sure.
Ben Bullock, also from Central Mass.
Nice.
There's been so many people, like Toby Solaroche, who is one of the hosts on the New Music Alliance now.
Nice.
He does booking for the Marigold in East Hampton.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And he does open mics there. I don't know how often, but he does open mics. Amanda Melly does it, I think, in the summertime, I think in like Sturbridge area.
Oh, okay, yeah, and Sturbridge is nice.
And then you got Dave Herrera. I was just watching last night. It's Lost Brewing. They're up in like the Bear area, I think.
I think I've heard of them.
Barry?
Like, yeah, they're up there.
Yeah, up near Quabbin Reservoir. Yeah. They, there's so many in the area. Basically, the point I'm trying to make.
There really is. And like we were saying before we went on air, there's so much talent in New England that I feel like people need to know about.
That is like the main mission of the New Music Alliance, is to not only support local artists, but to highlight the Western New England area as a key destination for musical lovers. Yeah.
And I love that, because it's not just, we were talking about this too, it's not just Nashville, it's not just LA, it's not just New York. Like, New England is kind of in a league of its own. Like, some people that I've seen, I'm just like, where did you come from? And it's like, oh, they came from here. I'm like, they're so talented, and they're so different, and just like, they speak from the heart, and you can't beat that. Yeah.
That's definitely a key, genuine key from the heart. Yeah, that's definitely a key characteristic of this area, especially in your music.
Thank you. Yeah, I do like to tell stories from my real life, from my heart, quite literally.
How have you been doing this, like, ever since a kid?
Oh, yeah. As soon as I could open my mouth, like, it was over for everyone. Like, my poor parents. I was like, okay, the show starts at noon in our living room. You better be there. I hope you're ready. I had, like, a plastic guitar set that you could buy at, like, Target. It was so bad. It was, like, a fake electric guitar with, like, plastic strings that, like, I sounded terrible. But, like, they were there. They were front row on the couch. And I was like, it was over for them. They were like, oh boy. They're like, yep, this is what she's going to do.
And you had family at the Holyoke event, right?
I think
your mom was there?
Yeah, my mom was there. My aunt came. One of my best friends came. And then my other aunt actually surprised me. She lives in Florida, but she was up here.
Oh.
And I was like, what are you doing here? I was like, that's so cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got a good support system. I'm very lucky.
You need it. You need it.
You do.
Just to keep the motivation going. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Like, forget the location of where you are. Like, you need a good support system around you. I did live in Nashville for a year.
Oh, cool.
And when I went, I didn't go with like any of my friends or any family, so it was just me, and my support system was here. And it's like, you don't realize how much that affects you until it's not constantly around you, which I found interesting. So I'm happy to be here now, back home.
Did you get to meet a lot of cool people down there?
It's so funny. Everyone's like, did you meet anyone? And I'm like, no, literally as soon as I left is when people would show up. Like, let's see, Blake Shelton showed up like at his bar like after I had left. I'm like, what do you mean? And then like somebody else was like downtown and I had left like 2 minutes before. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, I just want to see somebody. But I was fortunate enough to connect with like a couple of songwriters that I do keep in touch with down there. And, you know, I mean, it's a great city. You know, it's awesome. There's music everywhere. I just think for me, I very much felt like small fish in a big pond. There was a lot of like comparison, and I was like, oh, like I'm not good enough to be here. I'm so much more secure in myself now that I'm like, no, like I definitely deserve to be there. But at the time I was just so like, no way, like I can't do what that person's doing and I can't do what that person's doing, because everyone's essentially there for the same thing. And I couldn't just drive down the street to my parents' house and like vent about it, you know what I mean? Like nobody was there. So I was like, oh man, I was like, yeah, you really do need like people around you that are going to lift you up and be like, no, like you do deserve to be in these rooms. You do deserve to have your music put out there. So yeah, that was kind of my journey through Nashville.
It's a good way to learn.
It was, you know,
just gotta get out there.
Yeah, like I definitely don't regret it. I think if you can move out there and get out of like your hometown, it's a great learning experience. I learned a lot about myself, and I'm happy now being the New England country star that people think I am. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
It kind of always goes back to that question, that philosophical question. Would you rather be a small fish in a big pond or a big fish in a small pond? Right.
Which, you know, and of course I feel like the answer should be you want to be a small fish in a big pond, because essentially you're learning from those people, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want to be the smartest person at the table, because then like, what am I gaining? What am I learning, you know?
Yep.
So I think it goes back and forth. I mean, like I said, I love Nashville, nothing against the city. Like I would definitely visit there again. I would network there. Home base though is definitely New England. There's just something about here, if you're from here, that it's like this is always home, no matter what.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you can still travel the world and have this as your home
Exactly.
base, because like Frank Black does, who in the
Yeah.
Pixies, he's in the Northampton area now, from there.
Yeah, and what James Dean is in like the Berkshires, just like hanging out, and he does
James Dean or Taylor?
Or, sorry, James Taylor. Sorry, James Taylor. No, I totally meant James Taylor. I'm so sorry, James Dean. Did not mean you. We were talking about James Taylor. I totally meant James Taylor. That's my bad. Yeah, no, James Taylor is like up in the Berkshires and plays like Tanglewood every year, and he just like chills and hangs out.
Yep.
It's like, that's so cool.
Oh, that would be so awesome.
Like if we had James Dean and James Taylor, like sure, but yeah, no, definitely talking about James Taylor, not James Dean.
All right.
My
so
bad.
let's do another song.
Let's do that, because that's something I can get right.
So what do you want to play now?
Well, we were just talking about heart and stuff, so I feel like it just makes sense to play a song about the heart. So I'm going to play you a song called Hole in My Heart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? It's funny. When I saw that you did the song, I'm like, oh, I wonder if she's doing a cover. And I listened and I'm like, no, that's not your original. But
It is.
there's a song called Hole in My Heart that I absolutely love by a local artist.
Really?
It's called Violent May.
Ooh, okay. Love that.
Completely
cool.
different vibe.
Oh, I'm sure. But that is really interesting, though.
But I guess you think about it, it's a common theme.
That is
We
true.
all end up with a hole in our heart at some point.
Unfortunately, yes, we do. This guy put one in mine, so that's what this song is about.
We'll talk about your song fodder in a bit.
Perfect. I've been walking around, singing your praises out in town, thinking you hung up the moon. Yeah, you've been letting me down, leaving me feeling like lost and found. What am I left to do? This is all I've got to say to you. I don't need you in my life any more than I need a hole in my head, a hole in my heart. I don't need you hanging around any more than I need a hole in my head. You left a hole in my heart. You made promises you never knew just how to keep, and I'm still waiting on those. It's so astonishing how you could even treat somebody so bad. And you know that this is all I've got to say to you. I don't need you in my life any more than I need a hole in my head, a hole in my heart. I don't need you hanging around any more than I need a hole in my head. You left a hole in my heart. I don't think you ever cared as much as you let on. Whatever love we had is gone. How could this have been so wrong? You shot a hole right through my broken heart, leaving us left to pick the pieces up, stranded on the road in dust. I don't need you in my life any more than I need a hole in my head, a hole in my heart. I don't need you hanging around any more than I need a hole in my head. You left a hole in my heart. I don't need you in my life any more than I need a hole in my head, a hole in my heart. I don't need you hanging around any more than I need a hole in my head. You left a hole in my heart. Thank you, thank you.
that just flows. So your songwriting is amazing. It just flows so well.
Thank you.
A hole in my head, a hole in my heart. And just, I think it takes a lot of talent to do that.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more from Bekka Dowland right after these messages.
Hi, this is Paul and Diane with Acousticool, one-of-a-kind live music in Bristol, Connecticut.
And you're listening to Something Different with Mark E. Ramone.
But it's cool, and we're cool, everything's cool.
Alrighty, we are in the studio here with Bekka Dowland here at 90.1 WECS. My first introduction to Rebecca was through the New Music Alliance radio hour. I think it was Mark Sherry added one of her songs on the radio to one of our playlists, and yeah, it's like amazing. And you were kind of talking about this earlier. You were saying that we've got such great talent in this area.
We do.
So we've been doing the New Music Alliance radio hour for 6 years now, I think, almost 7. Yeah, 6.5 years. And I started like 6 months in, and I first thought, okay, so I know all these bands. And basically, he brought me in because he's based out of Western Mass, and he knew I could bring in a lot of Connecticut artists to feature. And I was thinking, okay, yeah, I'll play everybody once, and then maybe a year later I'll start playing them a second song from them. But it's like we rarely repeat an artist.
Really?
Because there's always new artists out there.
There's so many.
Or we find artists, like always, I'm finding artists that were put out like one album 10 years ago and then just kind of dropped off.
Yeah.
And I'm amazed that we're finding all these artists, and we rarely play somebody more than once.
Wow.
I'll play your song. You're going to be on next week.
I'm like honored then that I'm going to be a repeat. That's like exciting stuff.
We got to play you again because you're awesome,
so
and you got a new song out.
Thank you.
So not this week, but next week, Bekka Dowland will be on the show. This week, Toby Sola Roche did the playlist, and there's some really cool artists on there. He played Saliba, who is a band from like the Northampton area, I think.
Okay, cool.
I played them once.
Nice.
So they're getting played a second time.
Oh, good for them. No, that's so exciting. Like, that's really cool. But also, that's really cool that you're finding so many artists that you're just like, oh, well, we haven't repeated anyone because there's just always new talent.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And we go back into the archives, too, and find out, like, famous people that, like, spent time in Western New England. And like James Taylor lives there now.
Yes, James Taylor. Let's just emphasize on Taylor.
Yeah. He's originally from like South Carolina or North Carolina.
That's cool though. And I think like Steven Tyler randomly has like a house in like New Hampshire or something. So
Steven Tyler kind of grew up in the Boston scene in the early days of his career. Yeah.
Like people love it here, you know?
Yeah.
I swear they do.
It's gorgeous. It's the best of everything, I think.
It really is. We have the best fall. We have the craziest winters. Decent summers for the most part. Yeah. And then, a pretty spring. So what's not to like?
I love it. Make some good fodder for some songwriting, maybe. All these different seasons.
Yes. 100%. I definitely think songs have seasons, for sure. Or like I think albums have seasons or like colors associated with them, for sure.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's just my little hot take on that.
And so let's go to one of your influences, I'm assuming.
Sure.
Taylor Swift.
Absolutely.
Who was
guilty.
I remember like 5 years ago, I was listening to somebody saying how the acoustic guitar sales like skyrocketed once Taylor got popular.
Oh, yeah. Well, so like I said earlier in the show, I grew up on 90s country, but like Taylor to me was like the first of that for country music. Like there wasn't any like young teenage girls playing country music, you know what I mean? So I was in the 4th grade when I heard her very first single on the radio. I remember I was like falling asleep in the backseat of my mom's car. I don't know where we were coming home from. And I shot up and I sat up and I was just like mesmerized. I was like, who is this on the radio? I was like, it's like some young girl. And then like I just became so infatuated with her and what she was doing, because I was like, wow, like a young girl is doing this and like stepping up to the big leagues with all these artists that I had been listening to while I was growing up. And I was just like, well, I want to do that. I was like, that's it. Like I knew I wanted to do it, but seeing her do it as young as she did and the way that she did it, I was like, that's what I want to do. Like, that's it. I want to be like her. I don't want to be her, because there is one her, but I want to be like her. And it was really pivotal for country music too, because she brought a whole new demographic. You know, it was the me's, it was the elementary school, middle school, high school kids that were like, yeah, this is pretty cool. Like, I want to listen to this now. So.
And she did it all on her own too.
She really did. I know people have opinions about that, but I'm like, she hustled. Like, at this point, I've seen like every documentary and I've watched it about 20,000 times, so I could probably quote the whole thing. But I mean, like, you know, she begged her parents. She's like, no, we got to go to Nashville. We got to go to Nashville. And, you know, her and her mom were like driving there on the weekends, and she was giving them like a CD of like 3 covers and like 2 songs that she wrote like at 11 years old. Like, who was doing that? You know what I mean? Like, nobody was doing that. Like, so it's amazing.
Do you think of that when you're hustling, or you're getting tired of doing all the hustling?
I do have that question. I do actually ask myself, what would Taylor do? Like, would Taylor actually be like complaining about this right now, or would she just put her head down and be doing this? So people love her or they hate her. I personally love her. I think she's a great influence, especially for female artists too. And she's just done so many incredible things. I mean, like the Eras tour that she just did, like a cultural phenomenon. Like, it was insane.
Yeah.
And then I watched the documentary on that too, like her training. I don't understand how she's an actual human being. Like, some of the stuff that she was doing and just like disciplining herself and training herself for, like, you can tell she loves the craft, and that's something I really love about her.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, are there going to be Bekka Dowland fanatics out there someday?
I do have one that I know of so far. She is adorable. Her name is Amriana. She lives in Nashville. And she is definitely like my ride or die hard #1 fan right now. Aside from my little cousins, Logan and Maddie. Hi, Logan and Maddie.
Oh.
Love you guys. So I've got a few.
Cool.
They're starting early, you know. They're like the OGs, so like they'll grow up, and then they're gonna be the me's being like, "Well, when I was in like 2nd grade, I was listening to Bekka Dowland."
I wish I had my questions in front of me. I was going to ask you about like the bass or influences for your songs, and
Sure.
I'm thinking a lot of them were based on relationships, right?
Which is so funny because I've been in 2 real relationships in my entire life, but there's been a lot of guys that have kind of dwindled in and out of my life and have just like done things that I'm like, well, I'm writing about you because why did you do this? Or like, you know, I try to think of myself as kind of like the country music big sister that's approaching this world, because I'm 29, so like I'm not old, but I'm not like super young, but I'm like, there are definitely girls or people out there that are just about to approach like this decade of their 20s, and I'm like, I have so many things that I've learned going into like my next decade now, pretty soon, and I'm just like, I just wrote like from that perspective of relationships and feeling like I even wrote a song like about the pandemic of feeling like I'm frozen at the age that I was like when the pandemic started. I'm like, I'm sure people can relate to that.
Was it frozen at 23 or something?
Yeah. That will be on the album. And I write from things that I've gone through, but also I'm like, I'm probably not the only person that has ever felt this way. I'm probably not the only person that's ever gone through this. So I'm hoping, once these songs can go out into the world when they're supposed to and when they're finished, people listen to it and they're like, you know what? I needed this right now. Like, I actually relate to this and I can put myself in this situation or tie it to their life in some way, like I have with music that I've listened to growing up.
That's always a great benefit for the performer, to have that feedback, to know that their music is touching somebody in a special way.
Absolutely.
As I'm sure a lot of the artists like Taylor probably have touched you in a way.
Yeah, I mean, we're already talking about her, so it's just easy to kind of tie myself into all of her music. But it's like every single album, I can pinpoint like where I was in my life, like when that album came out, so I can tie it to like what I was going through or what I felt. And it's kind of amazing when you have people like across the globe that can be like, well, it feels like she wrote that for me. Like she didn't write it for me, but like it feels that way. Like that's such a magical thing that I think people can do. And if you can do that, like you're definitely doing something right.
And you just got married last year, right?
I did.
So
I did.
Are you you think you still have enough cache of song material to keep writing those kinds of songs?
So it's so funny because my MO at this point is pretty like sassy, like songs that are like, listen, I don't need you, like I'm good. And it's so funny because my husband's just like, I don't care what you write, like write whatever you want. If it's about me, cool. If it's not, I don't really care. He's like, I just support you. If it's good music, it's good music, which I'm thankful for that. But yeah, it's funny. My team was like, are you going to write a love song anytime soon? Like, aren't you happy now? And I'm like, I'm so happy, but it's so much easier to write like a sad song or like a heartbreak song or just like I don't need you kind of anthem. Like, it's so much easier to write that than it's like, I love this guy. I'm like, I don't want to write that.
It's funny. You just reminded me of a question I was going to ask you. I think there was like a social media post I saw of yours that said something like, breaking news, I wrote a happy song today.
That sounds like me, and that probably was breaking news at the time because I don't do that.
Well, I probably they don't sell as much either, I think.
Everyone can relate to an I don't need you anthem or a heartbreak, but it's like nobody wants to talk about being in love. Like no one wants to get like mushy and gushy. And unfortunately, I'm one of those people, which is so funny because like I write songs, but like I don't want to talk about my feelings. Like I don't want to show like any emotion. I'm very like, no, I don't have feelings. Like those don't exist.
You're a true New Englander.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, no, like what are you talking about? I don't have those.
Very cool. All right, let's do another song, and
Perfect.
Then I'm always looking at the wrong clock. What time is it?
That's a great question.
Yes, we do need to do another song. And time is flying by. I'm looking
right.
at the wrong clock thinking it's 3:30. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We are going to segue into, I guess, kind of a heartbreak I don't need you song, so that works.
90.1 WECS. Coming up in just 10 minutes at the top of the hour, we've got the new Music Alliance Radio Hour. Toby Solaroche did the song list, and he's joined by Mark Sherry this week. And stay tuned next week, next Saturday, I'll be doing the playlist, and one of the songs that you're going to hear today is going to be on that playlist.
Ooh, so exciting.
So we've got time for two more songs.
Perfect.
What are you going to do now?
I'm going to play you a song about a bottle of Malibu rum and
Malibu.
a dumb boy. and you'll get it once the lyrics hit.
It did, yeah.
Did I make you so mad that you drank yourself to sleep? Is it me that's haunting your dreams? When you hit the bottom of that last bottle, are you cursing my name? I'm sorry that it has to be this way. Wish that I could take away your pain. You'll never know that I feel the same unless I drink myself away. I can find how I feel about you at the bottom of a bottle of Malibu. Close my eyes as soon as rum and I collide. I'll be thinking about you all night, wishing that you knew the truth I find about you at the bottom of a bottle of Malibu. At the bottom of a bottle of Malibu. Yeah, it makes me so mad when you look at me like that, knowing that you're something I can't have. When I hit the bottom of this damn bottle, I'll be cursing your name. Wish that I didn't hide my pain and try to make you fade away. You're not someone I just can't erase, so I drink myself away. I can find how I feel about you at the bottom of a bottle of Malibu. Close my eyes as soon as rum and I collide. I'll be thinking about you all night, wishing that you knew the truth I find about you at the bottom of a bottle of Malibu. Oh yeah, at the bottom of a bottle of Malibu. Does it make you so mad every time I deny that there's something here between us? When we hit the bottom of our last bottles, I'll be calling you first. Hear your voice, then decide that I can't tell you that all I've been holding back. Hang up the phone and realize that it's probably best if you don't know. I can find how I feel about you at the bottom of a bottle of Malibu. Close my eyes as soon as rum and I collide. I'll be thinking about you all night, wishing that you knew the truth I find about you at the bottom of a bottle of Malibu. Oh yeah, at the bottom of a bottle of Malibu. At the bottom of a bottle of Malibu. Oh yeah, at the bottom of a bottle of Malibu. Thank you.
All right. Bekka Dowland, Malibu, right here at 90.1 WECS. Something different. We're going to take a real quick break. We're going to come right back, and you're going to hear one more song from Bekka Dowland. Stay tuned.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how, and we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids need to know the dangers and how to avoid them. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
Hi, this is Paul and Diane with Acousticool, one-of-a-kind live music in Bristol, Connecticut.
And you're listening to Something Different with Mark E. Ramone.
But it's cool, and we're cool, everything's cool.
90.1 WECS. Something different here with Bekka Dowland right here on this show. Coming up, if you want to see Rebecca, is it Rebecca? I don't know why I keep saying it's Bekka.
It's okay.
I mean, is it originally Bekka? I mean,
We don't talk about it.
oh, we don't talk about it. Bekka Dowland here on the show. If you want to see her live, you can catch her on February 1st at Fort Hill Brewery in East Hampton, February 21st. Also, Element Brewing and Distilling in Millers Falls, Mass. Or on April 4th at Element in Millers Falls. All right, so... thank you for coming down.
Are you kidding me? Thanks for having me.
I wish I had more questions to give you. I wish we had more time, because I do have more questions to give you. But
I'll just have to come back.
absolutely. How do people get in touch with you? Socials and website? Oh.
Everywhere. It's at Bekka Dowland, Bekka Dowland, literally on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, YouTube, whatever else exists. That's where I'm at.
Excellent. Well, thank you, and you know what? When you do come out with your album,
Yes.
definitely come down.
Oh,
come
for
back.
sure. Yeah, we should definitely chat about that.
And is this song going to be on that album?
It sure will.
It's on your hat. I better be.
Yes, there is merch for this one. This is very exciting. Yes, this is a song called Be a Little Kinder, and I just think the world could use this song right now.
Yes. Thank you.
There's a wildfire in California. Last year a hurricane hit Carolina. Florida's picking up the pieces from their last storm. Some people out there still don't have a home. So if you've got the time, this will only take a second. I think that we all could use a breath and smile at a stranger. Hug the ones you love. Donate your last dollar and pray to God above. The unexpected happens, and that's what makes us fighters in a world that can change in a matter of seconds. Be a little kinder, yeah. Be a little kinder. They say any day that comet's coming. A big rock in the sky could do us all in. The stars don't care about your status, the price tags or your baggage. Down to the core, we're all just skin and bone. So if you've got a moment, just sit and close your eyes. Forget about your worries for a while and smile at a stranger. Hug the ones you love. Donate your last dollar and pray to God above. The unexpected happens, and that's what makes us fighters in a world that can change in a matter of seconds. Be a little kinder, yeah. Be a little kinder. Be sure to thank every soldier, past, present, and future. Say I love you to your brother. Call your mama when you're supposed to. Hold the door open for others. Share a laugh with your coworkers, 'cause one day we'll all be 6 feet in the ground. So smile at a stranger. Hug the ones you love. Donate your last dollar and pray to God above. The unexpected happens, and that's what makes us fighters in a world that can change in a matter of seconds. Be a little kinder, yeah. Be a little kinder. Be a little kinder, yeah. Just be a little kinder.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bekka.
Thank you.